Jen Sherman is a stay-at-home mom of 2. One day in 2019, she found a Trader Joe's receipt she hadn't thrown out yet.
And so I said to my husband, can you please build me a spreadsheet so that I can track everything we spend on food for this year? And he asked me why. And I said, because I want to.
After every trip to a grocery store or restaurant, Sherman added to the spreadsheet.
All right, the very first entry in the spreadsheet, Trader Joe's mandarins in 2019, 2nd of January, they were $2.99.
By the end of the year, she had a lot of data, so she decided to share it.
Instead of sending a holiday card to everybody, we decided to write a newsletter that analysed our food expenditure. And so that's what we did in 2019, and now it's a thing that we can't stop doing.
The last 6 years have given Sherman a thorough look at her family's eating and spending habits. Some changes happened as the kids got older. In 2019, their monthly average for going out to eat was $418.
Back in 2019, it was just my husband and I, and our daughter was, 2 years old? So she wasn't even eating from the kids' menus at that point. She was just nibbling at whatever we had ordered.
Restaurant food is more expensive now. And now they have 2 kids, both old enough to order off the kids' menu.
Our average cost of eating out these days, if it's all 4 of us, it's usually about $60 to $75, depending on where we're going.
Sherman can also pinpoint when she started learning more about the American food system. It was 2021. She read about the poor working conditions at many slaughterhouses and the benefits of regenerative agriculture.
That was when we started to consciously kind of vote with your fork, as the saying goes.
They soon learned that voting with your fork often meant spending more money. Take meat, for example. In 2019, the Shermans had spent about $800 on meat, mostly from Costco. In 2021, Sherman found a website that sold meat from small farms.
And we didn't change how much meat we ate. And so we spent a lot on meat that year.
More than triple what they'd spent the year before.
It was about $2,500 on meat. And I thought, that's quite a lot of money. And so the following year, we didn't change the type of meat that we bought, but we started eating dried beans instead. And we cut the meat consumption by $1,000.
Sherman used to do most of her shopping at Costco or Vons. She still gets some things there, but she's diversified her food sources.
The cost of fruit and veg started going up after we started shopping at the farmer's market.
The kids still love Annie's boxed mac and cheese, but they've also grown to love fruit from the farmer's market.
If you stop feeding them the cheaper ultra-processed stuff and start feeding them more of the really, really yummy strawberries and the really, really yummy apples, that's what they're going to start preferring. And not everyone can afford to do that, I know. But if you can, and you want to make the choice, then that's a good way to start.
Her advice to families looking to start voting with their forks: try a CSA box. CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. Sherman buys hers from Yasukochi Family Farms. They sometimes have sales on year-long subscriptions.
It's a cost-efficient way of getting a diverse range of good plant foods in your diet.
Sherman goes to the farmer's market once a week and brings cash to avoid credit card fees. She knows vendors by name.
Do you reckon that's about $4 worth of broccoli?
Once she's bought what she needs, she steps aside, opens up a note on her phone, and types how much she spent. The latest entry into the spreadsheet, and one more piece of data for this year's holiday card. Katie Anastas, KPBS News.